Hello, my angels. Welcome back. I'm Tigra, and this is Tigra and Tarot. This is my second channel on YouTube where I do readings for the collectives. So that means everyone is welcome to this channel because there is a message here for everyone. All beautiful 12 signs of the zodiac. So welcome. I promise to try to do my best to be consistent with the content this year. All I ask, as I do across my other channel, is that you share, like, comment, and subscribe. This is going to be your general weekly reading for this first full week of February. I've already recorded your general weekend love reading, so now we're going to proceed with the general weekend energies. I'll be back with some February messages for you as well, and then we'll be back at the end of the weekend for your weekly general reading. Just a reminder, I do weekly readings, weekend readings, monthly updates, and other content for the collectives. So spread the word around that I'm back, and everyone is welcome because there's messages here, like I said, for all 12 signs collectively. I don't do them individually for each sign. They are done collectively for all 12 signs. Thank you, angels, for guarding my spirit and my messages for to come forth for the collective this weekend. Well, we have the Ten of Wands, we have the Five of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you are moving this weekend, or you've made up your mind to leave a particular situation. Could be a family situation, a job situation, or you're just fed up with living where you live, right? With a roommate, or just wanting to do things over, go to a different city. Person looks like they're leaving somewhere here rural. Okay, maybe you live near the beach, right? And you're tired of the storms and the floods and stuff like that. Maybe you want to move more into the city. But this is also the energy of you taking your burdens and giving them to God and moving forward. Tired of fighting with the Five of Swords, walking away from battles, you know, kind of knowing when to count your wins and losses, right? Sometimes we just got to give up and just give it to God. Some things are out of our control and not to our understanding. With the Page of Cups, tapping in and tuning into your intuition and other spiritual messages like what you get here at my channel and at others can give you the know-how and the thought that you need to start moving forward and how to proceed to do that with the Ace of Pentacles. Getting that guidance, that spiritual help, and tapping into yourself to walk through that gate of opportunity. This is the door of opportunity that for some of you, you can finally walk through. It took you giving up the fighting, the conflicts, and saying enough is enough. Listening to the messages, listening to your own intuitiveness for that opportunity, for the hand of God, your angels, the saints in the universe, to say, here, this is where you can begin. This is where you can start. This is the path you should follow. Clarifying that the tarot. Why? Because where you're at or where you were suffering, you were in denial, you were in pain. That is no longer the road or path for you. You've completed it. You're on to something new. It had to end in order for this new beginning for you to start. And for many of you, what you're leaving is a victory for you. It was a lesson, maybe a painful lesson, but it was something that you had to do, and getting through it is a win. Clarifying moving away, because you had to give it to God. Look how wounded you are. You were tired of fighting, tired of, moving from here to there and just not being happy. A lot of things in your life were on hold. You couldn't move and live your life the way how you wanted to. But now the sun shines upon you. Things look a little bit more hopeful. There's brightness to your future. The fighting and conflict, no more. You're not going to let anyone trouble you or try to stand in your way. You're cutting out all the mental toxic messages from other people, and you're listening to your own intuitiveness. You're going to communicate to others in an effective way that pleases you, because there's a lot coming your way. Your cup will runneth over. You will cry happy tears, and you're going to be full of emotion for the changes that are coming through. You're no longer going to be in the cold. You're actually leaving others in the cold by moving forward. And you're taking a stance. For many of you, could be reinforcing. You've had boundaries, but you didn't really activate them. You didn't really stick to them. Now you're reinforcing them. And some people aren't going to like it. They're going to try to be combative with you. But it's over. You're done. You're done with the fighting. You're done with the heartache. You're done with the sleepless nights. You have a new beginning, an opportunity to start. For many of you, it's to start somewhere else, not where you are at, somewhere else. Could be, like I said, a far move, an international move, a move to a different city, or maybe just starting out by yourself, not being with someone. But you have an opportunity. You see the world as an opportunity for you. You see what is ahead of you instead of what's behind you. Clarifying the Page of Cups. More insight, more people who are aligned with where you're going in your future coming through. The things that you had to work through in the past, you're going to face that judgment as you should. And even in that, you will find strength and new possibilities. You're going to be in tune with your emotions, which helps you to prepare on how to manifest the things that you want. Some things a little bit more faster than others, but you will manifest. And many of you see yourselves traveling, moving away, moving towards new things and new people. Again, being the leader, or maybe in the past you tended to be a follower. The end. The end of the old, bringing in the new. And you're now ready to take a leap of faith. So some of you were stuck in situations in life and careers or in family situations where you felt like people might have held you back, or you stayed in situations because you felt obligated as an employee or as a family member or as a partner. Now that you are free and the opportunities are there for you, you feel like you have the world in your hand. You see a brighter opening down the path. You're willing to take a leap of faith and do the things that maybe you would have never done before. At the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands, because you're in control of all your emotions, your faculties. You're not afraid to communicate. You're not afraid to be daring. With the message Rabbit, cleverness. If you have been going through difficult times, it is time to think outside the box to find a solution. This is also a reminder, my collectives, to avoid neglecting your creative side. If you have let creative projects lapse, it may be time to pick them back up again. The talents and gifts that you had, maybe the interest that you had that you couldn't pursue because of all the toxicity and the negativity that you were around. Now with this fresh, vibrant, sunny energy and the doors of opportunity and the travel and the new people and ideas you're going to spark, you are going to be clever enough to tap back into that creative growth. The buffalo bringing abundance. Abundance and liberation are finally on their way to you. It comes to you now to remind you of the amazing manifesting power of gratitude. You will always have plenty when you express gratitude to every part of creation. So even in the difficult and challenging times that you had in the past, your abundance is almost guaranteed as long as you give gratitude and give thanks and praise to God, even in the darkest hours. That is the time that you need to thank Him the most. With the antelope, decisive action, you're being told unequivocally that it's time to get moving, which we've seen that message in here through the Chariot and the other cards. Set your intentions and take action toward making your dreams a reality. You have a door in front of you. Trust your instincts here. So another confirmation of the doors, the opportunity, the blessings, the victory that are coming forth for you as you move away and travel from toxic energies and breaking free from conflict. Let's see what we have for your finances this weekend. Financial health. Check into your financial health. Monitor and improve your financial health, my collectors, by regularly reviewing your credit scores, managing your debts, Take responsible and be accountable of your finances and plan for future expenses. So look where you are now, look where you want to be, and always have a nest egg for a rainy day, because rainy days will always come. We just don't know when. With financial clarity, take time to review your finances. For those of you who haven't created a budget, a great time to start. Track your expenses, watch what you buy, what maybe you should stop buying, where you need to stop and maybe where you need to increase or maybe just decrease across the board. Try to set clear financial goals to gain control and make more informed decisions. You want your financial clarity to be one where you understand your situation and you can adapt and be able to change no matter what the situation that you're in. Retirement planning, some of you who are near retirement age, it's now or never that you get in gear with that. For my 30-somethings, right, or 40-something collectives, you too need to start retirement planning. Even though you might be 30 years away from it, this is the time that you start. How many people who are near retirement age regret that when they were younger, they didn't think ahead? So start looking into, what your Social Security or what your benefits are going to look like. Start making sure that you have life insurance policies outside of your employer and policies, because when you're employed with a company, that's great. You get great coverage, but once you leave there, it does not go with you. So look into the things that you can get now at a great rate while you're young, because if you wait too late when you're 30 years older, it's going to cost you a pretty penny and you might not be able to afford it. So retirement planning for that comfortable retirement as much as you can. Contribute to your retirement accounts. If you have jobs that offer you the opportunity for 401k, or if you have your own IRA, I'm not giving you financial advice. This is just suggestions, common sense. Look into your own situation or with your own financial advisor or family, friends, or co-workers that maybe have already retired. They can give you a lot of advice about Medicare insurance and stuff like that and how they did it. But ultimately, you have to make a plan that works for your lifestyle and where you will be. Some of you will still live in your own house, where others you might be living with relatives or children. Estimate what your future needs are going to be. Remember, what you're doing now, what you can afford now, is not going to be the same when you get older. Adjust your savings. Do what you can now to save the most now while you're young, so that when you're older and your money is more restricted and you're on like a, flat budget, right? A single income, a fixed income, that you have already made the plans and saved in those heydays when you were young to pay off now as you get older. Final message, continuous learning. It's never too late to learn on how to increase or expand the health of your finances, new way to build finances and careers. Commit to lifelong learning. Stay updated on industry trends by attending seminars, classes. There's a lot of content, free content, I must stress, here on YouTube. Attend workshops and read relevant literature. Those of you who are older, get AARP or all these other retirement journals and information. There are free content that you can get through your insurance carriers, your health carriers. So learn what you can about investing and saving through your bank, again, through your family and friends, people who have already done it that are successful. Will it be necessarily the same for you? No. But learning and being willing to grow so that you can have a steady financial future is definitely something that you need to do. The affirmation for the collectives this weekend is, I am grateful for what I have and what's coming. Being thankful for what you have. Not so much crying over what you don't have, but knowing that whatever comes, you are grateful as well. So I am grateful for what I have and what's coming. When I know something is meant for me, I can be grateful in advance. Always giving God praise and thanks in good times and in bad. As we come to closure using one of my favorite decks, we get Take It As It Comes. Something's going to come your way whether you like it or not. Just deal with it one step at a time. Go get yours. Be advantageous. You are destined for greatness. There are things that you are just blessed with, but you have to be able to receive it, and you have to be willing to go out there to travel, right? To take that leap of faith to get it. Seeing is always believing, actions, not words. Don't believe so much the things that people tell you, but more so importantly, believe what they show you. That is the real truth. And flip the script. This is the time to do things differently. We just mentioned before, right? Taking a leap of faith. Shake things up. Don't always be the same and do the same. Don't be so predictable that people always think they know you. As we close out, I usually give spiritual messages at the beginning of the reading, but we're going to do it at the end. You got reveal your thoughts to a trusted confidant. There might be something that you're planning. Could be your retirement planning. Could be your finances. Could be anything that you have upon your mind. And you want to be able to kind of ping it off someone. When it comes to personal matters and certain matters, only speak on it and converse and release it and share it with people that you truly trust. That's what a confidant is, someone that you trust, someone that you know is not going to repeat the information, not share the information with a third party. They're going to hold it close to their chest until such time you tell them they can release it, or it just stays a secret until whatever it is manifests. But if you have something heavy on your heart, find yourself a confidant. If you don't have a confidant, then keep it close to you. May you have a blessed weekend and welcome back to the channel. Signing out, Tigran Tarot.